Hello everybody, Wilfrey here. Pokemon Go with only Apon was a little too easy, so today we're going to figure out if I can beat Pokemon Fire Red with only Porygon. Porygon is a slow special attacker with no good stats since normal moves are physical in this game. I wrote this script before the challenge, so everything in this part is written before I started, and I'll be writing as I go on. I think I can beat the game, but it might be a hard struggle. So let me explain the rules. In combat, I can only use Porygon. I'll use other Pokemon for HM, but they won't be used for battle. No glitches or exploits, no items in battle, only Pokeballs, held items, and items outside of battle will be allowed. Now let's get started. I start off using the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to replace Charmander for Porygon. I name him Porigami because he is based on an origami. Or I think. Let me know in the comments. It's calm nature, so more special defense and less defense. First rival fight, and it went pretty normal with us going back and forward. So nothing special there. I faced Brock at level 14 and used Psybeam all the way since his team is very terrible at special defense. Rival fight at Nugget Bridge, and it did took a while since I cannot one-shot his whole team, but overall it wasn't a hard battle. I decided to grind first at SSM before Misty since I think that her Starmie might pose a threat. Rival fight, and it went easier than before, although his Kadabra did disable Psybeam and it took a while to defeat the rest of his team. Came to Misty at level 35 and it was easy to take down her Staryu, and then came Starmie and it was a 2-shot from Thief, but then I took a while and beat it. I know if I would have come here earlier I would have been defeated so easily. Next I went to Search Gym and it was easy to take out his Voltorb and Pikachu, but his Raichu used double team and it survived a Psybeam, but a second Psybeam took him out and I got the win. A rival fight in Lavender Town and his team was a sweep since I have moves that are mostly super effective against all of his Pokemon. Time to face Erika, and this was a sweep with Psybeam since all of her Pokemon are weak to it. The fight against Giovanni posed no threat, although it did took 3 Psybeams to take down his Kangaskhan, but eventually I got the win. Rival Fireball, and same as before, I didn't have any trouble against his team. His Alakazam is faster and used Calm Mind, so he survived Thief and then used Future Sight. Then came Blastoise and he survived Shockwave, but a second one it was enough to take him down. Then came Giovanni and this was a hard one. I took his Nidorino down, but then came Nidoqueen and survived Sidewave and hit us with a critical body slam, paralyzing us in the process. A second Sidewave took it out, and then Kangaskhan was hit really hard with Mega Punch. Poison Point activated thanks to Porygon's ability Trace, and Poison Kangaskhan taking it out. Then came Rhyhorn, but I used Scary Face for some reason and Sidewave left it with a sliver and confused them. Then he hit himself with Confusion, and I got the win. I only won this battle because I have luck. Time to face Sabrina, and her Pokemon were taking too much damage. Her Venomoth confused us and we started hitting ourselves a lot. I got to her Alakazam, but with Confusion luck and her using Psychic I was no match. Maybe if I'm not confused then I can win this match. Came back and I gave the black glasses to Porigami so he can hit harder with Thief, but I was taken out by Confusing and her Alakazam using Psychic again. I decided to grind on the trainers in Cycling Road and hit to Koga's gym first to get some levels up in the process. Time to face Koga, and I was surprised because I thought all of his Pokemon would go down in one Psybeam, but his Mug used Toxic and then used Hyper Potion, stalling out my poison damage. If it weren't because I was able to take down Coffin and Weezing in one Psybeam, I would have lost. Went back to Sabrina level 70, and this time it went smoothly, especially since her Venomoth made Supersonic, which made this fight impossible. Her Alakazam for some reason used Future Sight, so 2 Thieves attacks were enough to beat Sabrina. The fight against Blaine was really easy since I took one hit to take down Ponyta and Growlithe, and Rapidash and Arcanine were true shots. With the level I was at, Giovanni was really easy to beat since I just used Psychic and Ice King one-shotting his whole team. The rival fight before Victory Road was an arcade walk. His Alakazam and Blastoise went down in 2 attacks, but they didn't use useful moves to attack, so I won this fight. These are my stats before facing the Elite Four. I think they're okay except for speed, and I will most likely have to use Ethers after battle since my moves have low power points. Comment down below if you think I can win or not. First off is Ice Trainer Lorelei, and most of her Pokemon were one-shots until I got to her Lapras. It survived a Thunderbolt and then confused us. Next attack we hit ourselves and Lapras hit us with Surf, but then we take it out. Then came Jinx and I had to use Thief, but it did almost half her damage, and she used Lovely Kiss. It took a while to wake up, but eventually we did take her out. The fight against Bruno was pretty easy, although it did take 2 shots to take down his Machamp. Almost every Pokemon Egatist team outspeed us. They weren't using good moves, although I was confused. It took a while, but I still won this fight. The fight against Les was a clean sweep. His Aerodactyl did outspeed us, but it didn't do any good damage, so I still got the win. Time to Flames Blue and his Pokemon were giving me a good competition. Almost all of them were faster and were doing a decent amount of damage. In the end, his Arcanine took us out with Flamethrower. Second time and his Alakazam critted with Psychic, taking a lot of our health. Then came his Arcanine, and he still outspeed us and gave us a lot of damage, but we were able to take it out. And then came Blastoise and it survived Thunderbolt, later taking us out with Hydro Pump. I think I could beat it at this level, but I need to get lucky and not get critted. Third try and his Alakazam didn't crit it, but it did hit us with 2 hard Psychics and lowered our special defense. Later we were taken out by his Arcanine. Maybe at level 94 or 95 will we be able to win. I decided to grind at Victory Road since there's no other trainer to fight. In the process, so that I don't go insane, I was watching my Dry Spread Pokemon Stadium series. I enjoyed it, so you might want to check it out. I came back at level 94 and this time his Alakazam went for Reflect. So I started doing a good amount of damage to it, and didn't lose damage HP in the process. His Exeggutor and Rhydon are one-shots, and then came Arcanine, and I used Psychic getting him to yellow health, and his Flamethrower did almost 50 damage, and then I took it out easily. Then came Blastoise, but he was a one-shot with Thunderbolt, so I got the win. This challenge was pretty easy with the type coverage I had, but at the end it did turn out to be a little difficult. I don't know what I will be doing for next week, but please let me know in the comments if there's something you would like to watch. Like and subscribe if you like this video. And other than that, Will for here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.